What is up, folks? My name is Skunk Commentary, and today I'm coming here with some real sad news, man. I think it was actually a little over a year ago. Yeah, almost 2 years ago. Jesus Christ, time flies. I made a video called The End of Bloodhunt when one of my favorite games stopped its development. And this, well, I thought it was just gonna be Bloodhunt who stopped that, and it was understandable why Bloodhunt stopped developing the game further, because that game, well, it didn't go well, and it was poor marketing decisions and everything. But it was still a lovely game. But this is just tragic. So another one of the games that, well, I've been spending so much time on for years. I think that, I don't know if Smite can show this, but on my Steam, I have over 1,000 hours on this game. This game has been with me through thick and thin. I've been playing this game for, well, years. I played it before I even played Overwatch. And this game is Paladins. I have over 1,000 hours on this game, and I've had so much fun with this. So many fun memories. This is one of my favorite games of all time. And about a week ago, almost a week ago, they came up with these news. This is taken from the Discord server. Due to the nature of this announcement, I'll be using this ping for the one time and one time only. Some of you have heard the news of layoffs impacting the Evil Mojo team, and for those who have not yet, active development of Paladins is being halted. No more major updates are expected. However, the servers will remain online, although we do not know what the future will hold. We will remain available for users to discuss what is available to us. As a result, a number of channels in this Discord have been archived, mainly portraying into things that would require development and updates to be expected, such as bug reports, game feedback, and event pass giveaways. This will leave it more manageable as the Discord server continues on. Our play is focused around players sharing their passion for a game we all remember fondly, sometimes with frustration. Never forget OB64. If you were there, you know exactly what I talk about. I know the latest news is disappointing, but please remember the people who work on this game, who are now in the situation where they are searching for a way to continue their lives. The developers of Paladins worked very hard to maintain this game in the way they could, and we can only hope to see them flourish in the next steps they take. Thank you all, and we'll still see you in the realm. This is... I think you can hear that this is hard for me to say, because I've loved this game. And like so many other bad things happening in the video game industry, this is not the devs' fault. The devs of Paladins, they've worked with what they've had for years. They haven't had it good. Let's just say that. The Evil Mojo team have done everything they can to make this, or everything they could to make this game as great as possible. But Hi-Rez, the owners of Evil Mojo and Paladins, they haven't given them enough resources. And the crazy thing about it is that this game was still doing well. If we check Steam charts, which I'm doing now, we can see that Paladins actually had a pretty stable player base. And Paladins, it actually went up when the news came out. Like right now, in the last year, it's been pretty stable. It's always been around 3,000 players online at every moment. But it's been fairly stable, and it's only dropped down over the years as they've gone by. But the problem here, I think, is the competition, and that the Paladins team never got enough resources. But I know this is just Skunk moping around about another one of his favorite games being not deleted, but shut down. This actually here, the problem here is that upper management, they could have done stuff that would have made Paladins stand out even more. And that is what makes me so incredibly pissed off about this, because recently Overwatch has been a shit show. They needed competition, and then Marvel Rivals came in and filled the hole. And Marvel Rivals, well, they've done it really well. If we check Marvel Rivals on Steam charts, we can see that Marvel Rivals has a lot of players at the moment. If we check the last couple of days, it is on average up at around 11,000. At peak hours, it is around 320,000 active players. That is just in the last couple of days. If we check all time, we can see that their peak was at 642,000 players, and it's always been 6-digit numbers of players on Marvel Rivals. Paladins could have had that as well if they had just when Overwatch 2. If you guys remember the saddest day in Overwatch history, when Blizzard said, "Oh yeah, we won't give you the thing we promised, and we haven't even thought about giving you guys that for about a year. All we wanted to do is sell you expensive battle passes and skins. Please buy." If you remember those days, that every Overwatch player wishes they could forget. If Paladins had done something major there, put in a new marketing campaign, made 1 or 2 new champions, made it something big, they would have popped off, I think. Because Paladins has always been the only like real rival to Overwatch. Everyone's called it an Overwatch clone for a reason, but Paladins has always, in my humble opinion, been slightly better than Overwatch. There's just something about that game that just, I feel more nostalgic about Paladins than Overwatch. For example, Paladins has some of my favorite video game characters of all time. Pip, Terminus, my beloved Kinessa, and all of those others. Sati is so much fun to play. Maldamba, running around with a fucking stun snake. Good memories. It also saddens me to just talk about these as memories, because this game, it's had such an impact on my life, and I've loved every single moment of it. But the fact that they're shutting down due to Hi-Rez not wanting to put all the people they have in different places, they are also stopping development or ceasing development on Smite. So sad news for my dear editor, whom I know loves Smite, and everyone who loves Hi-Rez games knows that it's a sad day for all of us. For the Smite people, for the Paladins people. Only the Smite 2. Do people even still play Smite 2? Only for them, they got all the good news, because Smite 2 is receiving all of the developers from these studios that are shutting down. And due to, again, the massive layoffs, this is what we got. And it really sounds busy, because Paladins has always been such a fun game with a passionate community, with a lot of good people as well. Paladins has always been one of those games that, while the balance has been shit, I think everyone who plays Paladins can agree that the balancing has been not the greatest. But it's always had the players firsthand. They've always cared about the players. They've always wanted it to be a fun game. But there's just been so many things that go on that just Paladins got forgotten. For example, we got Marvel Rivals recently, which just took the video game world by storm and basically told Overwatch 2 to suck it and start attempting to make a good game. We got Overwatch 2 just being the shitstorm it is. Overwatch 2 right now, I think it's really going bad for them, and they are currently working on with some spotlight thing where they're gonna be like, hey guys, we know we fucked up with Overwatch 2 and nobody likes us anymore. We know everyone thinks that we are basically the worst video game company in the world, but look at it, we plan some new heroes, some new changes, some more stuff coming up. If you guys just buy more, we will give you more heroes, more battle passes, and all that. Please. That is basically Overwatch 2's current state, and I find it quite tragic how these news coincided with each other. Because on one hand, we've got one of the other competitors of Overwatch, which has had one of the more passionate first-person arena shooter, ability-based shooter, whatever you want to call them, communities. One of the most passionate, dying. And we've got, at the same time, Overwatch getting CPR by Blizzard, because they really want this game to be kept alive. They really want people to buy the new battle pass and the new Kiriko skins. But yeah, it's just Overwatch has fallen as well, basically. So right now, Marvel Rivals is thriving, which I'm really happy for, because finally we've got some good competition and some new games not taking over, but doing something good for the video game industry. But at what cost? I think that the success of Marvel Rivals was also what killed Paladins, because Evil Mojo realized when Marvel Rivals got released that maybe, just maybe, Marvel Rivals is gonna be what ends Paladins, because the Overwatch players are flocking to Marvel Rivals because they are done with getting treated like shit by Blizzard, and that is why I don't even play video games anymore, actually. Or I play video games very rarely, is a better way to put it. I'm just focusing on other things these days. That is why the amount of videos have gone down. But we've got the Overwatch people flocking to Marvel Rivals saying, fuck you Overwatch, fuck you Blizzard, I'm not even gonna say that. We're fed up with your shit, Blizzard. And Paladins has been, they haven't had a new hero in I think over a year or over 2 years. Yeah, I think that this is the end of Overwatch as well, or the end of Paladins, because because Overwatch is failing and Marvel Rivals is thriving, and the Paladins people are just escaping Paladins as well and moving over to Marvel Rivals. A lot of people on my Steam friends list who have played Paladins have also played Overwatch, and that leaves us here today with one of the most fun FPS games of all time ceasing development. So yeah, what do you guys think about this? Please tell me down in the comments if you played Paladins, what you liked about it, who was your favorite character. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And this is Commentary, losing another one of his favorite video games, standing out. Take care folks, and bye bye.